Hello. In this video, we'd like to briefly give you an overview of the custom fundraising website that you get when we set up a fundraiser for your organization. And as we've already discussed before, some of the challenges of traditional fundraising, the stresses that they put on the organization's leadership, from the extra human resources that you have to involve, the coordination, the accounting that's involved, all the way to the members of your organization staff or the volunteers or the parents or kids that will actually be out there and kind of be the engine behind the fundraiser and collecting the money. All those frustrations, a lot of the collecting money, sorting paperwork, handling merchandise, manual tracking of the money, like I said, all which tie up valuable time and human resources, and often make people a little less excited about actually going out there and promoting the fundraiser, which kind of defeats the purpose of the fundraiser, which is to raise funds. This kind of eliminates a lot of that. So we're just going to go over this briefly. First of all, this is a sample for a PTA. And one of the cool things you'll see is you can have a little logo or brand if you have something for your organization, contact information. But one of the cool things right up front, and this is what makes this powerful, is by using digital discount cards. You can see here that when they purchase this card, there's 57 businesses, local businesses that are supporting. We're all about supporting the local community as well. And oftentimes the local communities do want to support charities and fundraisers, but it has to be easy for them as well. It has to be something that they can feel that they can track and not have it be abused, as we discuss some of the challenges of the old printed printed discount cards that limited it to just 10 or 12 businesses. So number one, the value you could put on the card, the total savings, were limited because you could only fit so many businesses on the back of that printed card. And number two, because there was no way to track or monitor or police it, businesses oftentimes didn't want to give that great of a deal or discount because that printed card could be used for the next year or however long it was good. And so you'd get those deals where they may give you, a 5% discount or $1 off of $15 or more. Let's be honest, deals that people weren't really that excited about, which made them a little tougher to sell when businesses, like I said, they have to protect themselves as well and think about their business. But a digital card, there's no limit how many businesses we can put on here. As you can see, there's 57 businesses with a total savings of almost $3,000. So when you go to them and offer someone a card for $20 where they can get all these great savings, and they don't have to keep up with the card or keep track with it. It's right there on their phone, in their email at all times, and we'll show you that a little bit here later. It just makes it a lot more valuable. There's a little map here that just shows some of the different deals that the restaurants have put out. If you wanted to share this, it's easy for people to share. You could share it on the social networks for people to spread the word about your fundraiser. Well, let's go ahead and click here. And now this fundraiser is not live. It's actually not starting till October 9th. But as you can see, they could purchase a discount card. We're doing a discount even on the discount card instead of $25 for $20. And you can sort by category if people wanted to go to certain types of businesses. You can see that there. Or you can just go through here and see all the different businesses that have decided to participate in the fundraiser. Each business can have up to 3 offers, and the offer can be redeemed one time if the business wants. They can track it with a pin so there can't be abuse. And when a business can track the offers, they can be more generous with them because they know it's a one-time use only. So you can get great deals oftentimes from businesses that they may typically do in a Groupon or a Living Social or Local Flavors, because when they know that they can be protected digitally, that can only be used once and can't be abused, they're more likely to give you great deals. And when businesses give you great deals, that adds a lot more value to the end user when your students or staff or volunteers are out there attempting to sell this card, because there's actually good deals on the card and not just most cards are not great deals at best. You can often get better deal going right into whatever the local publication or newspaper, and get better deals oftentimes. So if you were to click on it, here's one here. You can see it's a $40 value, 10 classes for $39, save $40. So basically they're doing like a 50% off. They've got a little disclaimer information here. Again, make it very easy to share if someone thought this would be a cool deal. Again, if you spend $20 for this card and you want your kids to take taekwondo lessons, you can get the money back that you spent on the card to support the fundraiser or your fundraising organization. Someone could get it back with one deal. But that's just one example there. We'll go back up here. So just kind of want you to see how this all takes place. And again, there's plenty of offers, and we help you get the offers loaded up into the system and work with the businesses on your behalf to kind of get this set up in place. This tracks everything. You'll get notifications every time that an offer is purchased. You have a back end to know, and we make it all hands off by just on a weekly basis transferring funds to your PayPal account. But you've got total transparency, tracking, automation, easy to make it shareable and go viral. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. Since this offer isn't actually live yet, I can't show you how it would look when they were going to purchase, but I'm going to pause this video and make it live to show you how that would look. Alright, so if this fundraiser was live, you'd click the link to purchase the card. It'd bring you to, again, landing page kind of with your organization's picture, logo. Talk about the fundraiser that you're calling it. This is Cash for Cougars Fall Fundraiser. Again, it's not launching until a little bit later in October, but you get the $25 card for $20. So tell you thanks for supporting, a little bit of message. Now the cool thing about the digital cards as well is it allows you to run these campaigns multiple times throughout the year and just kind of relaunch. And we'll talk about a couple features here that make that nice from the system when a end user, a supporter, makes a purchase of your digital card. So if you were to scroll down the page, right below that thank you and introductory information, this is where the customer would, or the supporter would go ahead and enter their name, the email. The birthday is required. Anniversary is not. I'll tell you why we have some of those items. One of the cool things for you as an organization is you know how important it is to be building your database. And when it's just individual one-off people, when you're doing paper order forms and different things of that nature, some of the users, the end supporters, you don't actually build to your subscriber list. So by getting their email, let's say the next time you launch this promotion, the next quarter or next year or however often you want to run it, you've got a database to that you're building to start running your campaign and kind of give it a jump start. And if they do register, then the next time you do it, you can see here if they're an existing customer, they would just be able to log in to check out. Now, here's one of the other cool features that we want to discuss is let's say you decide we can create a custom question here. And let's say you decide that you want a classroom to be awarded because you want it to automatically track students versus on classroom because you're going to do a pizza party or whatever it may be. Or it doesn't have to be classroom. Let's say it's all the sports clubs and the drop downs, instead of being Mrs. Abel and Ms. Smith and so on and so forth like we'd have here, maybe the drop downs would be basketball team, soccer team, so on and so forth. Or maybe it's just a private dance troupe, and the drop down would have the individuals of the 15 members of the dance troupe. So each dance member could be rewarded based on or tracked for supporters that they got to support your fundraiser. So this is customizable. Also, you don't have to do this if you don't want to have a tracking and it's just everyone's just putting it into the organization's pot. That's an optional item there that we can toggle on and off. But if you do turn it on, it is a required selection field for the supporter. We also have the ability to offer this as a gift for someone else. I'm going to show you how this kind of opens up here. This is kind of cool, and I'll explain to you some benefits of this feature. So when we check this box that this is a gift for someone, it opens up an area for someone to put the gift recipient's name, email, and a note to be sent to the recipient. You could send it at a later date if you want. That's also an option here. Say you want to buy it on a Monday, but you don't want them to get it until the weekend. You can kind of check that box and you'd be able to put a different date. You could even attach a printable gift certificate in the PDF that the person would get if you wanted them to be able to print something off. So this is a nice feature here. When would this be used? Let's say you've got grandma and grandpa that live out of town. They can't take advantage of all the great local deals from the businesses right in the area surrounding your organization, but they may want to support. So they could buy it and say they've still got some friends that live back home that they decide they're going to send it to because they know they may be able to take advantage of some of those great deals. So they get to support the fundraiser still, and they can just easily gift it for someone. Again, all this is simple for the organization. It's simple for the supporter. It's all automated. It's all digital. Makes it very easy for people to share this, participate in this, you to be able to track who needs to get rewarded. Very, very efficient system. And then they would just click next, where they would go ahead and go through the checkout process. And obviously it is a HTTPS totally secure website where their personal details would be protected. But that's a little bit of the screen of what they would see after they decided to review all the offers. See, man, there's some pretty cool deals from this business and that business I'd love to get. And as we've shown you already, if you have a lot of businesses that support and put in up to 3 offers each, that gift card could be worth, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5,000 before it even goes out, and it makes it a no-brainer for people to give $20 to support your organization's fundraiser. So that's a little bit of overview video of just showing you kind of how the back end works and how it would look like with your personal fundraising website that would kind of track and make everything clear as day. And there is a, once you do come on board, there is a back end system, back office that we won't really get into right now that would have, like I said, details of all this reporting. If you selected who should be awarded, you can kind of see, okay, how things are tracking, how many sales that you made with your weekly payouts. Once again, they're automated. That will be coming to you each week by PayPal. So that is kind of a detailed overview of the front end of the site and some of the cool features that will make it nice and easy for your supporters to get excited about, and make it nice and easy for your organization staff, volunteers, parents, students, whoever it is out there actually being the engine behind driving the traffic to the fundraiser. Makes it easy for them as well. Not too much of a burden on their time. They don't have to be a pest. We can create great deals that you can give because they're all tracked, and the businesses don't mind helping the local organizations because it also helps them reach and expand to a new customer base. So it's a win all the way around. Win for the fundraising organization's leadership, win for the fundraising organization's staff, volunteers, parents, or kids. It's a win for the supporter because they actually get great deals that they don't have to keep track of a physical card or buy some overly priced merchandise that they don't really want and don't really value. And it also is a win for the local community, the local businesses that get to put great deals out to offer to support their cause, but they have the tracking that they need to limit any type of abuse, and they can monitor how well how much business was actually generated from partnering up with your fundraiser. So, all right, that's it. We'll talk to you soon.